These are the 17 major differences between rich and poor people. Number 1. Mindset and belief systems. The rich don't just think differently, they live in an entirely different mental universe. They're not just open to opportunities, they believe they can create them. They see failure as a stepping stone, a mere chapter in the journey to success. Contrast this with those who are poor in mindset, who often feel limited by external factors and locked into circumstances. According to a study by Stanford University, individuals with a growth mindset, those who believe in self-improvement, are 47% more likely to pursue complex goals and embrace challenges that most would shy away from. Think about this. Warren Buffett famously started with nothing but his belief in long-term vision and discipline. Today, he's one of the richest men in the world. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more financial tips and strategies. It also helps the algorithm. Now on to number 2, time perspective. Rich people view time as their greatest asset, while those with a poor mindset often treat it as a disposable commodity. The wealthy know that time can't be bought, so they invest it wisely. They set goals years, even decades into the future. A study by Dr. Philip Zimbardo found that people with a long-term time perspective are far more likely to accumulate wealth, as they're focused on delayed gratification. That's why you see wealthy individuals like Jeff Bezos planning 10, 20, even 50 years ahead. Compare this to someone living paycheck to paycheck, who might focus only on surviving the next month or week. Number 3, attitude towards failure. Failure isn't just tolerated among the rich, it's embraced. In fact, a survey by the Kauffman Foundation found that 65% of successful entrepreneurs had failed at least once before reaching significant success. They treat failure as feedback, a data point to refine their approach. Elon Musk, for instance, faced catastrophic setbacks with SpaceX, with multiple rocket failures that nearly bankrupted him. Yet, he pushed on, seeing each failure as an opportunity to improve. In contrast, people with a scarcity mindset fear failure so intensely that they often won't take risks at all, leading them to miss out on opportunities that could transform their lives. Number 4. Financial education and literacy. The rich don't leave their financial future to chance. They invest in learning. According to a survey by US Bank, 70% of wealthy individuals read about finance and personal growth daily. Think about that. These are people who already have money, yet they're still learning how to manage and grow it. They understand complex concepts like compound interest, tax strategies, and the power of leveraging assets. Meanwhile, 63% of Americans lack basic financial literacy, meaning they don't fully understand concepts like inflation or credit. This knowledge gap is one of the biggest reasons why wealth stays with the wealthy, while those without financial education struggle to escape the cycle of poverty. Number 5, risk tolerance. There's a saying, the greater the risk, the greater the reward. But here's the twist. Wealthy individuals don't just take any risk, they take calculated risks. A study from Spectrum Group shows that 83% of millionaires attribute their success to strategic, well-researched risks. Look at venture capitalist Peter Thiel, who invested $500,000 in a little startup called Facebook. At the time, it was a huge risk, but one he calculated could pay off massively. Meanwhile, those with a scarcity mindset avoid risks altogether, often sticking to safe paths that yield limited returns. Number 6, networking and relationships. The rich understand that wealth isn't just about money, it's about access. They build and nurture relationships with other successful people, giving them access to exclusive opportunities, advice, and insights. Think about the PayPal Mafia, a group of former PayPal employees including Elon Musk and Peter Thiel, who went on to launch and support massive companies like Tesla, LinkedIn, and YouTube. These connections create an ecosystem of success, where they share resources, ideas, and opportunities. Meanwhile, those with a poor mindset often network only within their existing circles, missing out on the chance to learn from those who could elevate them. Number 7, focus on ownership, not just income. Wealthy people don't just work for money, they build assets. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, teaches that one of the biggest distinctions between the rich and the poor is the focus on assets versus income. The rich invest in assets that generate passive income, like real estate, stocks, and businesses. According to a report by UBS, 73% of millionaires own at least 2 different types of assets. On the other hand, those with a scarcity mindset often focus solely on earning a paycheck, rarely investing in assets that could bring them lasting wealth. Number 8, self-discipline and consistency. Rich individuals have a level of self-discipline that translates into consistency in their actions and habits. They're not swayed by short-term pleasures if it means compromising long-term goals. Research published in Psychological Science shows that people with high self-control tend to be wealthier as they resist impulsive purchases and invest in their future instead. Take the example of Bill Gates, who stayed relentlessly focused on Microsoft, often working 7 days a week, while others in his circle enjoyed their weekends. Those with a poor mindset, however, may lack this self-discipline, often seeking instant gratification that leads to debt and financial instability. Number 9. Understanding the power of leverage. Leverage isn't just about money. It's about using resources, connections, and knowledge to multiply efforts. Wealthy people leverage other people's time, skills, and capital to scale their wealth. This concept is what Robert Kiyosaki calls the secret weapon of the rich. For example, real estate moguls don't purchase properties outright, they use financing to maximize returns on each investment. In contrast, those with a scarcity mindset often rely solely on their own resources, never tapping into the exponential power of leverage, and thereby limiting their earning potential. Number 10. Adaptability to change. Change is inevitable, but the rich are the first to adapt. Whether it's evolving industries, new technologies, or market shifts, wealthy individuals stay informed and adjust their strategies. During the 2020 pandemic, while many were paralyzed by uncertainty, others like Shopify's CEO, Toby Lutke, adapted swiftly, making moves that allowed the company to become a lifeline for online businesses globally. According to Deloitte, adaptability is now one of the top traits associated with long-term wealth. Poor individuals, however, often resist change, sticking to what feels familiar, even if it limits their growth potential. Number 11. Value on health and wellness. Health is wealth, and the rich understand this deeply. High net worth individuals spend significantly on personal health, from nutritious food to fitness programs and mental wellness. They view health as an investment, understanding that poor health can drain resources faster than any financial crisis. Jeff Bezos, for instance, is known to follow a meticulous health regimen, prioritizing sleep, nutrition, and exercise as part of his daily routine. A study by Fidelity found that the wealthy are 60% more likely to invest in wellness, seeing it as directly linked to their productivity and lifespan. In contrast, those with fewer resources often prioritize other expenditures, sometimes neglecting their health until it's too late. Number 12. Goal-oriented versus reactive living. Wealthy people set clear, actionable goals, while those with a poor mindset often react to life's circumstances. High achievers know exactly where they're headed, and they map out their steps to get there. A Harvard study found that people with written goals are 10 times more likely to succeed than those without. Oprah Winfrey is an example. Her rise from poverty to becoming one of the richest women in the world was driven by setting and accomplishing specific goals year after year. People with a scarcity mindset, however, tend to drift, reacting to challenges rather than proactively setting a vision for their future. Number 13. Investing in self-improvement. For the wealthy, education doesn't stop with a degree, it's a lifelong process. The average millionaire reads at least one book a month, focusing on subjects that broaden their knowledge and skill set. Tony Robbins famously attributes part of his success to reading over 700 books in his early years. This dedication to self-improvement builds a mindset of continuous growth and adaptability. On the other hand, those with a scarcity mindset often stop learning once formal education ends, missing out on the chance to develop new skills that could increase their earning potential. Number 14. Optimism and positivity. The rich believe that life holds endless opportunities, whereas the poor often see limitations and scarcity. This positive outlook fuels motivation and resilience, helping wealthy individuals to take bold actions. Studies in positive psychology show that an optimistic mindset can lead to a 30% higher likelihood of financial success. Richard Branson, known for his vibrant optimism, often takes on massive risks, grounded in his belief that anything is possible. In contrast, a mindset focused on scarcity can hinder ambition, making it difficult to see or pursue opportunities that lead to wealth. Number 15. Seeking advice from mentors. Wealthy individuals rarely make important decisions alone. They seek advice from mentors, consultants, and experts, allowing them to avoid costly mistakes and accelerate their growth. Even Bill Gates had Warren Buffett as a mentor, learning invaluable lessons about business and life. A survey by the Small Business Administration found that 70% of successful entrepreneurs had mentors early in their careers. People with a poor mindset often rely solely on their own judgment, not realizing that seeking guidance could open doors they might not even know existed. Number 16, focus on creating value. One of the biggest differences between rich and poor people is their approach to value creation. The wealthy focus on solving problems and creating value for others, knowing that money flows to those who improve people's lives. Elon Musk, for instance, didn't start Tesla just to make money. He aimed to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy, creating massive value in the process. Those with a poor mindset, however, often view work as a means to an end, which can limit their potential for growth and fulfillment. Number 17, legacy mindset. The final and perhaps most significant difference is the focus on legacy. Rich individuals think beyond their lifetime, planning for generations to come. They set up foundations, build businesses, and create generational wealth that will last long after they're gone. Families like the Rockefellers and the Waltons didn't just amass wealth, they planned for its perpetuity, creating structures that would benefit their descendants. In contrast, those with a scarcity mindset often focus only on survival, with little thought for the future or for building something that can outlive them. But knowing these rich versus poor differences won't mean anything if you don't know how to build generational wealth. Find out how to build generational wealth with the video that is on your screen right now. Thanks for watching.